Hey everybody, it's Tom from Vehicle Visionary. I'm still here at the Chicago Auto Show, and this is the 2023 GMC Canyon. And today we're going to try and answer the question, did GMC make the right changes to this fully redesigned Canyon? There are a lot of changes here. Standard factory lift, a wider track across all trim levels, obviously fully redesigned. There are a lot of features inside and out that we're going to take a look at today as far as what you can expect. Now, one thing I have to say, a little disappointed, no panoramic sunroof. So not necessarily a big deal, but tell me what you think about that down in the comments. Should there be a panoramic sunroof offered on these trucks? One thing we can definitely say about this redesign is it has a far more aggressive look than ever before, especially if you consider back to the first generation of the Canyon. That was quite a while back, but even more so than the second generation. Noticing your daytime running lights, I'm going to come over here, take a little bit of a break, and then finish up all the way down here where the headlights are. A very nice aggressive look to the front end, including the grille, and this truck should look aggressive. It does have the available underbody cameras to actually show you what's going on underneath the vehicle. Probably won't be able to show you that today, but you can see the redesign to the side fender here. Again, more of an aggressive look. It looks more capable off-road, and it is. It's not just cosmetic, but taking a look at the overall designs of the lines of the vehicle as it works its way up. Got a little bit of a bulge here in the center of the hood, and then kind of accentuated by this area right down here, really giving it that off-road look, presence, and stance that it truly deserves. So as we work our way to the body, taking a look to what's on the side, the marker lights, very nicely done here. Gonna have the GMC logo inside, and this is the AT4, but there is the AT4X that you can also get depending on what you want. And then working our way up here with these new mirrors, the gloss black trim up top. On the lower portion down here, we're going to have the flat black finish, and then we're obviously going to have cameras all around the vehicle, body color on the door handles, still going to have the passive entry here on the rear doors. And I do like what GMC has done here with the way the trim on the windows works its way back and then up. I don't know, just gives it kind of a nice character line. Working our way back to the bed, again, we talk about that wider track. Well, the body accentuates that wider track. As you can see, with the way the bed widens out here on the side, it even has a larger gas door. That just kind of, I don't know, looks more prominent that way. And then, obviously, I can't show you too much of what's here because that is going to be regulations from the fire marshal. They had to put tape over that. So can't really give you the best look at that, but we'll do that again in the near future, I promise, when Morgan Buick GMC down in Shreveport gets one of these. And then the side steps, the bumper steps here, something else that we're going to have for 2023. And it may not look like they're that deep, but as you start to work your way in, it actually is deeper than it looks. It's not like what we see on some of the other trucks, such as the 1500, Sierra 1500 over there. And then here with the tailgate, obviously the GMC logo, Canyon logo right there. And again, AT4. And on the bumper right here, you notice the design here. That's not just to look nice, that's to give a sure-footed stance so you can plant your foot up here without falling or having any trouble slipping or anything like that. Nice LED tail lights, a very nice look to pretty much accent what we saw on the front end with the headlights, or the daytime running lights, I should say. But I really like the look that we have with the side view here as well. Now, kind of a hard thing to do, but let's see if we can show you that wider track. And if you look at the bedside and the front fender up there, you can see how the body lines kind of accentuate and show off the wider track of this truck. And if you're curious about the tire size, 275 on the width, very rugged tire here, obviously going to give you good sure-footedness out there on the trail. 275 on the width, 65 on the sidewall, wrapped around the 18-inch wheel. And again, it looks right, it looks rugged, it looks the way that it should on this truck. All right, guys, here under the hood, you're gonna find the lone engine option, the 2.7 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder, but it isn't shy on horsepower or torque. 310 horsepower, the torque numbers come in at 430. Like I said, rather stout, made into an 8-speed automatic transmission. The one thing, if I had to sound the gong here, would be the fact that you don't have the hydraulic struts to raise the hood and keep it up. But not necessarily a big deal. It's a tough truck, so a tough guy can raise the hood and hold it up. Not that it's that terribly heavy, but put that manual prop rod in place. And as we open the dampened tailgate, you have 1,280 up to a maximum of 1,670 pounds of payload. You can tow up to 6,000 pounds. And let's see if we can open up this area right here just to show you what's there. A lot more going on here. You can probably tell by looking at the tailgate that there's something up there. You do have the nice bed liner here, multiple tie down points within the bed. Quite a bit of space for a mid-sized truck. And by the way, something else to tell you about here. You have a more stable ride height now, evened out, leveled out, and the front axle has actually been moved forward just a little bit to improve stability. So let's take a look at what your rear seat passengers are going to find. Going to have a nice sized door bin. You can put a large bottle there. For you tough guys, you could put your bottle of protein powder or pre-workout in there. So while you push your finger down here, that may not feel very soft, but you know, when you put your arm on there, it's not too terribly bad. And then we're going to have a good bit of space in here with where the front seats are sitting right now. It's going to be kind of hard for me to show you what kind of space we have. I could probably do better on that side, but it is there. The fold down armrest with the cup holders built in. And then we're going to have our rear air conditioning vents here. And there is connectivity down there as well. Even though it's a little bit hard to see that because it's, well, kind of dark in here. I don't have as much control over that as I normally do. Looking into the front seat, if you have a door bin snob in your life, well, guess what? They're going to need to call shotgun because there's more space here than what you had in the rear. The bigger bottle of protein powder or pre-workout. Pretty clean though as it goes right here. So nice look. Everything flows its way into the interior. The AT4 logo right there. And then we'll open the glove box to show you what's there. Pretty much conventional in all of that. The power adjustable seat for the passenger here. So you know we're going to have that on the driver's side as well. Let's hop on up in here real quick. Take a look at what we have. Something I can't really show you too much of, obviously, because, well, we don't have the remote to really give you a look at everything. But you can see the larger screen. You're going to have Google Assistant here. Everything pretty much that we saw come with the 2022 GMC Sierra 1500s. It's all going to be here. You can control the air conditioning, all that kind of stuff. Kind of an interesting setup here of where the shifter is located over here on the right-hand side. I don't know how that's going to feel once I hop into the driver's seat, but it is there nonetheless. And then we're going to have all of our connectivity here, power parking brake. You can go through your driving modes. And then let's take a look at how much space we have within the center console. Kind of fooled you there for a second, didn't it? Because it looked like there wasn't much. But obviously the tray is removable. And then obviously we've got the multitasking lid here for the center console. It's not just a lid, it's also an armrest. All right, taking a look in here through the driver's side door. Taking a look at what all we have here as far as the functionality goes for headlights, or excuse me, windows, controlling the power side view mirrors. You do have seat memory right here, but there is one little thing I want to show you back here on the rear door that you might not be aware of. You might have noticed there's no child safety lock activation button there on the driver's side door. That's because the child safety locks are activated here on the rear doors. So here's the importance of that. If you're going to check out your new GMC Canyon and you're out in the middle of nowhere, you better make sure at least one of these doors is unlocked or the window is down like we have it right here. But if you didn't do that, well, make sure this is in this position, back towards the rear. You can see, hopefully you can see it on the screen right there, the lock with the arrow pointing towards the front of the door. So when I push it down like that, it's active. When it's back like this, it's inactive, just so you know. Otherwise, you'd have to crawl through the pass-through right there if you're agile enough to do so. And then we'll hop in here real quick, see if I can get in. A little bit hard to do with my backpack on, but we'll show you what we have here. As far as the digital instrument cluster, there are the graphics. We talk about those quite a bit in our videos. Now it's moved over to the Canyon. So kind of a nice greeting setup right there. And then here's your button to start the engine and shut it back down. And guess what? It even comes with a standard blinker lever, turn signal lever, blinker stalk, whatever you want to call that. That way you can let people around you know what you're doing. The new steering wheel, you can see your steering wheel mounted controls and all that good stuff. Controls for the tilt and sliding sunroof right there. Still wish they had put a panoramic in here. So tell me what you think down in the comments. Did GMC make the right changes to the 2023 GMC Canyon? Tell me what your answer is and tell me why you answered the way that you did. I appreciate you giving me the opportunity to give you a vision for your next vehicle. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to check out another video that's on the screen right now, and I'll see you there.